Hello everyone, my name is Lalit Soni and you are watching News on Map India by Drishti IAS. In this video, we will be talking about the locations which has been in news with respect to India, and we'll try to understand that what were the issue regarding that and why that particular location was in news. That can be important for your examination. So let's start with the practice question which was given to you in the previous lecture. Okay. So the question was related to Ranthambore. Okay. Regarding Ranthambore Tiger Reserve, consider the following statement. First statement is it lies in the eastern part of Rajasthan state. Second is it comprises of Ranthambore National Park as well as Savai Mansingh and Kela Devi sanctuaries. Okay, they are saying that there are two sanctuaries which are there in that particular national park. Okay, then the third is the Ranthambore Fort, from which the forest derives their name, is said to have a rich history of over 1000 years. You have to choose the correct statements over here. Now looking at the Ranthambore Tiger Reserve, okay, so it has been declared as Tiger Reserve. Now it lies in the eastern part of Rajasthan. When we talk about the area of Savai Madhopur, etc., this is in the eastern part of Rajasthan. So that is, you can say, true. Coming to the second one, that is talking about the, you can say, this particular national park comprises of various sanctuaries, and some of them are Savai Mansingh and the Kela Devi sanctuaries, which we will see. So let's see the map over here. Now here you can see this is the area of Ranthambore. Okay, this is the fort where in the Rajasthan, and then here in the north you will be seeing that there is Kela Devi sanctuary. And if you look at the south, that is Savai Mansingh sanctuary. Okay, now this is the area of your near Savai Madhopur, etc., Bharatpur, Savai Madhopur. This area is there, that is there in the eastern Rajasthan. Okay, so that is there in Rajasthan. Here you can see in this particular map, this is the Ranthambore area. Okay, so this is the eastern part of Rajasthan, so we can say that it is in the eastern part of Rajasthan. Now talking about some of the facts, when we talk about the fort was built by Chauhan rulers in Rajasthan around 944 AD. So we can say that it has a history of more than 1000 years. So that is there. Other than that, if you talk about the area, this area is on the junction of Aravalli and Vindhya range, which is given over here. And Ranthambore is a tiger reserve now. It lies in the eastern part of Rajasthan in Karauli and Savai Madhopur district. And it comprises of the Ranthambore National Park, and there are sanctuaries like Savai Mansingh and the Kela Devi sanctuary. If you talk about the history which has been given over here, which we have already discussed, that is made by Chauhan rulers. Okay, now it is under Project Tiger as well. Okay, now coming to the statements again. First, we have seen that it is in the eastern part of Rajasthan, so that is correct. Second, it comprises of the sanctuaries like Savai Mansingh and the Kela Devi, so this is also correct. And it is about the history over 1000 years old, and it has been made by Chauhan rulers 944 AD. So all the statements are correct. Option C would be your right answer over here. Now let's start with the question number 1 of this episode. So consider the following statements. First is the tailless Hoolock Gibbon is the only ape found in India. Second statement is Western Hoolock Gibbon, which inhabits all the states of Northeast, is listed as endangered under the IUCN Red List. Okay, you have to choose the correct statements over here. Now, if you look at the statement number 1, you will be seeing that they are talking about the Hoolock Gibbon. When we talk about this Hoolock Gibbon, these are the only apes which are found in India. Okay, so statement 1 is correct. It is factual, and we have already discussed that in our previous sessions. Okay. Now coming to the types of Hoolock Gibbon, there are two types. One is your Western, second is your Eastern. Now Eastern Hoolock Gibbons, these are found in the areas of the Eastern Assam and Arunachal Pradesh. Okay, Western, if we talk about, that is found in almost all states of the Northeast region of India. Okay, so that is there. Now, when we talk about the Western Hoolock Gibbon, you mostly will be finding them across the, or you can say, southern bank of the Brahmaputra River and Dibang River, east of the Dibang River. So that is about your, you can say, Western Hoolock Gibbon. Now let's see the classification. So this is your Eastern Hoolock Gibbon, that is there in the areas of Arunachal Pradesh and the some part of Assam. Okay. Now looking at the Western Hoolock Gibbon, that is there in almost all the states in the northeastern region. Mostly you will be seeing that on the southern bank of the Brahmaputra River and the, you can say, east of the Dibang River. Okay. Now some facts are given over here. This is the picture of the ape which is there, and it is a tailless ape. Okay. So that is a factual part which you have to remember. Now looking at the Western Hoolock Gibbon, it inhabits all the states of northeast, restricted between the south of Brahmaputra River and east of Dibang River. Okay. And outside India also they are found. So basically in the eastern Bangladesh and the northwest Myanmar that will be found. And when we are talking about the IUCN status, that is endangered with respect to the western Hoolock Gibbon. When we talk about the eastern Hoolock Gibbon, so that is mostly found in the areas of Arunachal Pradesh and eastern Assam. Okay, and it is enlisted as vulnerable in IUCN. Okay, and when we talk about the Wildlife Protection Act, both of them are there in the Schedule 1. Okay, now coming to the statements again. First is true, that is the tailless Hoolock Gibbon, which is the only found in India. Western Hoolock Gibbon, which inhabits all the states of the northeast, which we have seen. Western Hoolock Gibbon, all the states of northeast, is enlisted as endangered under the International Union for Conservation of Nature, that is IUCN Red List. Okay, so if you are looking at these two statements, we can say that both the statements are true. Option C would be your right answer over here. Okay, now let's move further and look at the question number 2. Consider the following statement regarding the Musi River. Statement 1 is the Musi River flows through the city of Hyderabad in the Indian state of Telangana. Okay. Now looking at the second statement is saying the river is a tributary of Godavari River. Then third is Musi River originates in the state of Maharashtra and flows southwards into Telangana. You have to choose the correct statements over here. Now Musi River is mostly in news because of the pollution, etc. Okay. Now Musi River flows through the city of Hyderabad. Now that is basically right, because the city of Hyderabad was actually established on the banks of this particular river. Okay, so that is there. Statement 1 is true. Coming to the second, it is a tributary of the Godavari River. No, this is not a tributary of Godavari River. It is a tributary of Krishna River. Okay. And when we are talking about the origin is not there in state of Maharashtra, it is there in Telangana. Okay, so let's see. So this statement is incorrect. This statement is also incorrect. Option A would be your right answer, only one. Okay, now look at the location, etc. So if we look at the Hyderabad over here, so you will be seeing that this river over here is basically your Musi River. Okay, so that is Musi River. And if we talk about the you can say tributary, so here you can say there is a fact which is given. Musi River is one of the major tributary of Krishna River. Okay, and it is not a tributary of your Godavari River. And when we are talking about the origin, so it is originate in the Anantagiri hills near Vikramabad. That is under the district, that is Ranga Reddy district in Telangana. Okay, so I hope that is clear. Now we can move further to the next one. That is question number 3 regarding Indus Water Treaty, IWT. Consider the following statement. Under IWT, India has proprietary rights over the western rivers while Pakistan holds right over the eastern rivers. Okay. Second statement is the rule of equitable and the reasonable utilization ERU in international water law could be used to address the challenges like climate change impacting the water flow in the Indus basin. You have to choose the correct statements over here. Now, if you talk about the first one here, you need to have an idea that how the rivers in the Indus basin was divided. Okay, so when we look at the map over here, you will be seeing that is our India and that is Pakistan. So we can say that India is in the eastern part and Pakistan is there in the west. Okay, now so obviously the eastern river are having India is having rights over the eastern rivers and Pakistan has some rights over the western rivers. On the western rivers as well, India has some rights, but that is run of the river rights and not on the storage. Okay, so basically it has been divided like this, and you can say western rivers India has limited rights and Pakistan has rights, and when we are talking about the eastern rivers, India has all the rights. Okay, now let's see which are your eastern rivers and which are your western rivers. If you look at this particular picture over here, you will be seeing that Indus, Jhelum and Chenab, these rivers are basically considered as the western rivers. On these three rivers, Pakistan has the rights. Okay, now looking at the other rivers like Ravi, Beas and Satluj, these are considered as the eastern rivers and India has all the rights over here. Now when we talk about this particular treaty that was brokered by World Bank, okay, please remember that around September 1960 it was signed and it was brokered by World Bank between India and Pakistan. Okay, so that is about the Indus Water Treaty. Recently it was in news because India wants to go for the renewal of this particular treaty, or you can say some of the the provision India want to tweak with. Okay, so they have sent letters etc to Pakistan, but we did not get a response from their side. So that is there. So looking at the options over here, under the IWT, India has proprietary rights over the western rivers. Now this is incorrect because we have rights over the eastern rivers. As I told you, India is there and Pakistan is this side. So on the western rivers, Pakistan has the rights. On the eastern rivers, India has the rights. Okay, so this statement is incorrect. Now talking about the second statement, that is a factual statement, that is correct. So we can say that only 2, or you can say option B would be your right answer over here. Now moving further to the next part, that is question number 4. Consider the following statement regarding the Goti Koya tribals. Okay, Goti Koya tribals recently was in news. These tribes were displaced from Chhattisgarh, and then they were actually there in the, they have displaced from Chhattisgarh and they have moved to the different states. So let's see the question over here. Statement 1 is the Goti Koya tribals were displaced from Chhattisgarh due to the left-wing extremism and Maoist violence. Second statement is the Goti Koya community is not considered scheduled tribe in the state of Telangana, where many of them reside. You have to choose the correct statements over here. Now, particular tribe, that is Goti Koya tribe. This tribe used to stay in the area of Chhattisgarh. These are natives of that particular part, but because of the this Naxal issues and the left-wing extremism, they have actually displaced from this area and they have gone to the nearby state, that is Telangana. Okay. Now in Chhattisgarh, they had the SC status. Okay, ST status. Okay. They were scheduled tribe in Chhattisgarh, but when they were displaced from there and they went to Telangana, so they do not have this status over here. When you have this status, this status comes with the forest rights as well. Okay. Now in Chhattisgarh, they had the forest rights, so their lifestyle and the livelihood was dependent on the forest rights. Okay. Now in Telangana, they are living over there and they do not have these forest rights over there. That is the issue, and because of which they were in news. Okay. So Goti Koya tribals were displaced from Chhattisgarh due to the left-wing extremism or Maoist violence. So this is correct. Then coming to the next one, the Goti Koya community is not considered scheduled tribe in the state of Telangana, where many of them reside. This is also correct. Now looking at the locations, you can see this is the area of Chhattisgarh. Okay, and they used to reside over here and they have been displaced from here and they have went to the nearby state, that is Telangana. Okay, so that is about Goti Koya tribals. Now if we talk about certain facts here, you can see Goti Koya are one of among the few multiracial, multilingual tribal communities in India. They live in the forest, plain, valleys on both sides of the Godavari River in the states of Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Chhattisgarh and Odisha. They were native of Chhattisgarh and now they have displaced into these areas. They are said to have migrated to central India from the original home, that is Bastar. Bastar is there in Chhattisgarh. And when we talk about the language, they use this Koi language. Koi language is the Dravidian language and it is closely related with the Gondi language. Okay, there is a Gond tribe. Okay, so that is about your Goti Koya tribe. Now coming to the statement, as I told you, they are asking for the correct statements. Option C would be your right answer over here. Now coming to the question number 5. Consider the following statement regarding the Panna Tiger Reserve. Statement 1 is, it is critical tiger habitat located in Vindhya mountain range in the northern part of the Madhya Pradesh. Second is, Son River flows from south to north through the reserve. Okay, so they are saying that Son River is flowing through the reserve and they are talking about the critical tiger habitat over there. Okay, now options are given and you have to choose the statement which are true. Now look at the location of Panna Tiger Reserve. Okay, so if you look at this particular map, you will be seeing that Panna is somewhere over here. That is the, you can say, northern part of Madhya Pradesh. So Panna Tiger Reserve is over here. If you look at, or if you have a close look of this particular map, you will be seeing that this is Panna and there is this river, that is your Ken River. Ken River is tributary of Yamuna. You must have heard about the Ken-Betwa river linking project, and because of that particular project, Panna Tiger Reserve was in news and Panna Tiger Reserve was affected by this particular project as well. So here you can see there is this your Ken River which is there. Ken River is here and Betwa River is there. Okay, both of them are tributaries of Yamuna, and now we are trying to use the surplus water from Ken to send it to the water deficit Betwa River. Okay, so that is why we are having this water linking canal over here. Okay, now so we can say that Ken is the river which is crossing through the Panna Tiger Reserve and not the Son River. Okay, so Son is not the river which is crossing through the Panna Tiger Reserve. Now if you look at this particular map, you will be seeing that Son is somewhere over here. This is your Son River which is directly going into Ganga, and if you look at the Betwa River, that is here, Ken River is somewhere over here and that is tributaries of Yamuna River. Okay, so I hope that is clear. Now coming to the statements again. So it is a critical tiger habitat located in the Vindhya mountain range in the northern part of the Madhya Pradesh, which we have seen. And second is your Son River flows from south to north. That is incorrect. So you can say that basically statement 2 is incorrect and only 1 is correct. Option A would be your right answer over here. Okay, now let's move further and see question number 6. Kumbhalgarh-Todgarh Raoli Sanctuary is located in which of the following states? Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh or Rajasthan. Now Kumbhalgarh is there in Rajasthan. When we talk about this Todgarh, there was this historian, that is James Todd. He has written a lot about Rajasthan's history. Okay, and there is this place, that is Todgarh, which is there in Rajasthan. So Kumbhalgarh-Todgarh Raoli Sanctuary is located in Rajasthan. Option D is your right answer. Here you can see in this particular map, this is the area of Todgarh, this is your Kumbhalgarh. Okay, so this is the protected area which is somewhere over here. So that is your Kumbhalgarh-Todgarh Raoli Sanctuary. Okay, so option D would be your right answer, that is Rajasthan. Moving to the next one, question number 7. Regarding Hokersar wetland, consider the following statement. It is designed Ramsar designated Ramsar site located in Srinagar, Jammu and Kashmir. It is contiguous to the Jhelum basin. You have to choose the correct options over here. Now they are basically talking about the location over here only. So if you look at the map, this is your Hokersar wetland which is there in the Jammu and Kashmir. Okay, so that is one thing. Now if you look at the explanation over here, location of this particular wetland is there in Jammu and Kashmir, Srinagar. That is true. Second is, it is a Ramsar site. Okay, and it is also known as the Queen Wetland of Kashmir. Okay, if you look at the geographical setting, it is, you can say, part of the Jhelum basin which we have been asked in the question. If we talk about the water source from where water is coming, that is your Dudhganga river, which is tributary of Jhelum river. Okay, coming to the statements again. So here you can say it is a designated Ramsar site and it is located in Srinagar, Jammu and Kashmir. This statement is correct. It is contiguous to the Jhelum basin, which is also correct. Option C would be your right answer. Okay, now moving further, question number 8. Regarding Western Ghats, consider the following statements. The range is called Sahyadri in northern Maharashtra and Shahaya Parvatam that is there in Kerala. Okay, now moving further, statement 2, it is recognized as UNESCO World Heritage Site. Third statement is the Western Ghats extend from Satpura range in the north, go south past Goa through Karnataka and into Kerala and Tamil Nadu and at the Kanyakumari, embracing the Indian Ocean. Okay, now you have to choose the correct statement over here. Now if you look at the 3 statements, you will be realizing that when we talk about the Western Ghats, there are patches wherein the name of Western Ghats are changing. Okay, so in the areas of northern Maharashtra, it is called as Sahyadri. Okay, so that is established fact. And then if you talk about the Kerala, it is called as Sahaya Parvatam. Okay, so this statement is correct. Now it is a UNESCO's World Heritage Site, so that is also a factual statement, so that is also correct. And now they are talking about the expanse of this, starting from Satpura, passing through Goa, Karnataka, it goes to Kerala and Tamil Nadu. So let's see. So this is your Western Ghats over here. This is starting from somewhere over here. So we can say this is your Satpura and this is starting from somewhere over here. So that is one thing. It is passing through this particular area that we have Goa, we have Maharashtra, we have Karnataka over here, then we have Kerala and then Tamil Nadu over here. Okay, so that is there. Now look at this particular area. There are part of Tamil Nadu. When we talk about Nilgiri etc., that is there in the Tamil Nadu. Okay, then we have Kerala, Goa, Karnataka and Maharashtra. Okay, some part are there when we are talking about the expansion, so that can be there in Gujarat as well. So that is about your Western Ghats. So in this particular map, you will be seeing that there are different names which are given over here of the coastline. We have Run of Kutch and Kathiawar, and here you can see we have Konkan coast. Okay, then we have Malabar coast. So in you can say areas of Kerala, Western Ghats are also referred as Malabar as well. Okay, and above that we have Sahyadri and Sahaya Parvatam. Okay, so these are the name of the Western Ghats. Other than that, if you look at the eastern coast, we have Coromandel coast, Andhra coast and the Utkal coast. Okay, coming to the some of the facts over here. So you will be seeing that Western Ghats, also known as the Sahyadri Hills, and well known for their rich and unique assemblage of the flora and fauna. Okay, you know that the biodiversity is very high in the Western Ghats. Okay, it is called as Sahyadri in northern Maharashtra and Sahaya Parvatam in Kerala. Other than that, there are certain other names which are there. We have this Konkan coast, we have Malabar coast which is there. Okay, it is also UNESCO's World Heritage Site. Okay, and it is also one of the hotspot. Okay, with respect to the biodiversity. Now coming to the question again. This range is called Sahyadri and Sahaya Parvatam, which we have already seen. So this statement is correct. It is a UNESCO's World Heritage Site. This is also correct. When we talk about the expanse, we have seen that from the Satpuras till you can say Kerala and Tamil Nadu, it is you can say located. So we can see option 3, statement 3 is also correct. So Option C would be a right answer. All of the above or all three statements are correct over here. Now coming to the last part, that is basically a practice question for you, which you have to read and attempt, then answer to me in the comment box. So question is, consider the following statement about Sambhar Lake. Statement 1 is the lake forms the part of desert circuit in the center's Swadesh Darshan scheme. Statement 2 is, it is the largest inland salt lake in India. It represents the depression of Aravalli range. Statement 3 is the lake's salt supply was worked by Mughal dynasty from 1526 to 1857. You have to choose the correct statements. So how many of them are there in you can say which are correct. Okay, so you can attempt this question and answer to me in the comment box. With that, I would like to take your leave, and please subscribe the channel if you have not already. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.